Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso@thewatchbox.com. It's in the description below. Your purchase and pricing email question line for buying this or any watch you see on any Watchbox platform. Please reach out to me directly. Email tmosso@thewatchbox.com for pricing. Built in 2008 in a limited series of 5 pieces, this 40mm platinum FP Journe Tourbillon Souverain was a special edition for Orologeria PISA of Milan, a famed Italian dealer of high horology and a dealer to the stars of European watch collecting. PISA had very refined requests for this watch. The changes are subtle, but they make a huge impact, creating a punchy aesthetic on the dial side. Bare dimensions, 40 millimeters in diameter, 10.1 millimeters thick, and from lug to lug, 48.1 millimeters with a 20 millimeter spacing between the lugs. We'll throw the watch on my wrist, which is 16 centimeters in circumference, and you can see that the timepiece is flat enough to easily fit underneath a dress cuff. So it is a dress watch, but with a white gold dial, nickel anthracite sub-registers, and a white metal case. This is fairly sporty as dress watches go. You don't need to be wearing a tuxedo to enjoy this watch. It goes just as well with short sleeves as it does with long, and I can recommend it for a wrist as small as 13.5 centimeters circumference. Taking a quick look at the strap, you can see it is an FP Journe factory strap in olive green, large rectangular scale alligator leather on the top with a monotone stitch, a folded edge, and on the bottom, small round scale alligator leather. It is a brand new FP Journe strap, not crimped, not gouged. The reason you would have gator on both sides, though it's a bit more expensive, is that gator is more durable than calfskin, so this is a longer lasting strap. They use curved spring bars so that you can pull the strap straight down around a small wrist. With a straight spring bar, the strap would have impinged against the side of the case. There would have been restriction of its movement. With a curved spring bar, you can drill the lugs close to the case and improve fit on small wrists, but you still have a full range of motion for the strap, and you have pull tab spring bars. You can use your thumbnail to pop the strap out of the lugs. We also get a FP Journe platinum pin buckle. Taking a look at the case, it hasn't changed in a long time. This model, the Tourbillon Souverain, won the GPHG Aigle d'Or in 2004. That is basically best picture at the Oscars of watchmaking. Aigle d'Or is the best overall watch of the year, and in 2004 this model won. Fast forward 4 years, they're still using the same design with a case that is all of high polish with blended lugs that turn down sharply. A little overlapping lip from the bezel in the case back defines the mid case, and we have the FP Journe double dimple knurled crown through the side. The dial, well, the primary dial, the base of the dial, is media blasted white gold. You can see black polished dial side bolts, FP Journe's styling signature since his first wristwatch prototype of 1991. We also have a black polished frame around the hours, minutes, seconds, and tourbillon, and that is all stainless steel. You can see the hands are that biomorphic tapered form for the power reserve hours and minutes. Then we have a counterweighted lancet style seconds hand with a deadbeat seconds indicator. The dials have been darkened for this special series, and you can see that they're a nickel anthracite color that's almost a dark ruthenium or a dark rhodium. It is distinctly darker than the dial base, and make no mistake, the movement in this watch is rose gold, the case is platinum, and the dial is white gold, making for a weighty feel in the hand despite being 40 millimeters. Now the watch includes a 1-minute tourbillon that beats away at 21,600 vibrations per hour. You can see its half bridge is fully rounded and polished, and its filigree or wire style cage is also beveled and polished. It is free sprung, adjusted in 6 positions, and includes an overcoil hairspring, making it far more refined than a typical FP Journe balance design, and that's before we even get to the tourbillon. Because the power reserve, which is 42 hours, pays tribute to marine chronometers, it works like a marine chronometer power reserve, so it indicates 0 when fully wound, since it's 0 hours since it was fully wound. Turn it all over, you can see caliber 1403 in 18 karat rose gold, both bridges and plates, nicely finished. As with most Journe watches, the finish is a combination of manual and mechanical means, similar to what you'd find on a series production Audemars Piguet. Now, 1403 means the size is 14 in French lean, and 03 is the year work started on the movement. It was launched in 2004. We have a crown wheel, a barrel wheel, a lovely extended swan's neck style, a click spring and click inspired by pocket watches, and then we have a black underpinning to the remontoir system, which uses this linear titanium spring. So for the first 28 hours of power reserve, this 26 joule movement allows the balance to maintain constant amplitude for outstanding timekeeping and isochronous performance. So just wind the watch at the same time every day. It will keep superb time. And it's really this constant force device which keeps the balance amplitude constant that is responsible for the great precision of this watch. All of this is 30 meters water resistant, but please don't swim with it. 2008 was the end of the line for the French-made Eleanor cases, and you can see the Eleanor maker's mark. That's the wide diamond shape. And then next to it, the hallmarks, precious metal hallmarks of France. You can also see Swiss precious metal hallmarks. So right up until about 2008, F.P. Journe used Eleanor, a French case maker, to build his cases. He bought the company in 2008. He moved it to Geneva. Today it is his in-house case company, Boîtier de Genève, with many of the same employees. But you would not find the French hallmarks or the Eleanor maker's mark after Journe moved to the factory. So that's an important mark that dates this watch as a quasi-vintage piece and a real collectible. Reach out to Team Mosso at thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details.